Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenganjeru. Now, before I begin this show, I want you to tell me in the comment section what makes it so hard for marriages to survive in the US when African men and women have gone there for greener pastures. I want you to let me know in the comment section because most of the cases I am handling right now, I have so many guys in the US, in the UK, in the entire diaspora, especially when it happens in Europe, Australia, Canada, and the US. Most marriages that go there do not survive. If you have an idea of why that is so, please let me know in the comment section. Our guest on today's show is a 53-year-old single man searching for a wife. Again, you could be asking yourself, what kind of a woman is he looking for? Why is he single at the age of 53? And questions like that. Because the moment we begin to answer those questions, that is the moment we begin to be on the edge of decision. That is where you are able to decide whether or not you will be interested in our guest. Our guest on today's show is a Kalenjin man, single and searching. He is currently in the UK looking for a wife. And in most times than not, people feel that, that's that just that because a candidate is in the UK, just that because a candidate is in the UK, you should just get the candidate so that you can travel there. I want you to listen to the story, listen to the person, get in touch with him because I'm going to share his contacts on my Facebook page at Jenganjero, and then you can make a decision of whether or not this is the kind of candidate you are looking for. Now, Solomon, at the age of 53, regrets taking his wife to the US, to the UK, I mean, United Kingdom. And he regrets because their marriage was short lived. 2 years after they left, I don't know, they tried to share responsibilities, cut costs and likes of sharing responsibilities, and it was not possible. So they parted ways in a very, very dramatic manner. And right now he's single. It's been 12 years because they left for the UK 14 years ago. And I did not envision a situation where people in the diaspora, especially men, don't have options because everyone is busy there. I'm not saying people are idle from this end. What I'm saying is that there is limited kind of time, there is limited exposure in terms of getting matches because everyone is busy all the time. And you're not likely to get in touch with an ideal candidate all the time. So that's why a pool like this one, the matchmaker show, exists so that we can give people options. Now, Mr. Solomon comes from the South Rift and he's looking for a woman who can be a marriage partner, a woman who is loyal, a woman who is able to suspend, a woman who is able to suppress any feeling, any temptation of disloyalty and insubordination because he has been betrayed. And he says it feels bad, especially when you have lifted somebody from the ashes, you've worked together, you've walked the journey of marriage, you've gotten children together. And once they get their own money, because I believe when you're working in a country like the UK, the US, you're paid through the minimum wage policy. So you see, there is that policy where there's a certain amount of money at minimum that you can earn per hour. And let's say if somebody is making like 200, 300, $400, and if you convert that on a monthly basis, that means they are making some good money, and that person betrays you. You feel bad. So he wants somebody who will not be disloyal. The reason why he is looking forward to bring that woman or to take that woman to the UK is because he lives in Liverpool. And the reason why he wants to take that woman there is because that lady is going to be part of the family, an integral part of the family. You cannot, at the age of 53, retire just because you were left 12 years ago. You've been trying to invest home, trying to look for a retirement exit strategy, and therefore giving up is not an option. So, Mr. Solomon will be looking forward to get in touch with a woman who, one, is not willing to get another child because he has three. And getting a child is a decision that two people make. And it is also another decision altogether when the person who wants a partner has made up their minds that they do not want to get another child. So sometimes it is non-negotiable, even for women who are not willing to get kids or are not able to get more kids. It is non-negotiable. It is a non-negotiable desire. And you see, you do not want to bring a child in a situation or in an environment where the child was not needed in the first place. So Mr. Solomon is looking for a woman. You could be anywhere in Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria. You could be in South Africa, Lesotho, anywhere. Name those countries. Provided you're an African, raised well, and you have virtues of things like, let's say you have an attribute like loyalty, you are an obedient and submissive wife, you've been raised well. That is what he's looking for. If you're this person and you're willing to get a husband who is 53, you should be between the ages of 40 and 55. 40 and 55, because he says he has a strong feeling that he is 55, except that his ID reads 53. There was a time when people used to lower their number of years and others used to increase their number of years depending on where they wanted to hook themselves in at around the age of 18. So if somebody wanted to retire very early, they were advised to retire later. They were advised to reduce the number of years. If somebody wants to be employed and they want to show they have attained the legal age of employment, they used to increase the number of years. So people who are between the ages of 50, 60, that kind of generation, used to lower their years and increase their number of years, depending on now where they wanted to be featured in. So if you're looking for this kind of partner who is in the UK, who lives in Liverpool, he is doing many jobs. Many jobs means manual. He's not in an office setup. He's not that he's employed as an expatriate. He was in the garbage collection. He says they were dealing with those trucks. And yeye ni mtu ambaye amefanya kazi huko for the last 14 years, except that his marriage hit a rock, and 2 years after they went to the UK, then he would still be married to his wife. Now the divorce is official. The wife has moved on. He has moved on with his life. They don't see each other eye to eye, and their families back at home have been informed of what happened. So both of them are able to travel to and fro, and both of them are working there. He doesn't know the retirement plan of the ex-wife now, but he knows that at some point, after he has made enough money, after he has used and utilized his energy enough, he will be coming back to this country to invest in the South Rift. If you're there and you're watching and you could be interested, get in touch with him. I will post his phone number, his email on my Facebook page at Jenganjero, so that you can get in touch. And sometimes maybe I can give you a piece of advice. Before you call somebody, you look at the time difference. The UK is only 2 hours difference. We only have a 2 hours difference. And but the US, depending on the state, we have so many disparities depending on which state one person is. For example, if somebody is in California, it is different from when somebody is in Boston, Massachusetts. So you look at the time difference. If I bring somebody and I tell you the state, you can look at the time difference and know whether you will text that person or you will call. Because there are people who can actually call you. They call at night, they call at night, and they call sometimes you're at work. So if you can be able to send a message, introduce yourself properly, well and good. Until then, this is Jenganjeru. God bless you. Bye-bye.